Hey everybody, welcome to the Lawn and Landscape YouTube channel, where we're gonna try to help you become a better business and hardscaper and all that stuff. I want to show you our new truck. It is a 2024 3500 HD dump body, backpack toolbox, and mason side. So let's go through it here. So when it's stripped, it's a we'll want to get seat covers for it, but it's vinyl seats, whatever, airbags all in it here. But a very basic truck, although its rear view camera is bigger than my first truck's rear view. We'll pull this thing up into some sunlight here. Push button start. I don't like that. I'm just old school. I don't want guys dealing with these things. I want to be able to make extra keys and all that as I need. So that kind of sucks. I really don't like that, actually. Man, 34 miles on this sucker. Holy cow, that is wild. Let's see how our backup camera looks. That'll be interesting to see what we can really see. I got a kid on a dirt bike back there, so yeah, not a lot of visibility out of that, but it's better than nothing. It's decent, whatever. But then Britt said there's no visibility out of the mirrors. The mirrors aren't set to tow mode, so we'll probably set the mirrors to tow mode here. Something I wish Chevy did. I don't know why they put the low gear down on the bottom of the thing there, when I wish, you know, you could just grip and rip, right? Like, just chunk that thing down. It's in drive always. And if you want a low gear, you know, you can more selectively go up to low gear. I don't get that at all, but the heck do I know. Pull this thing out in the sun so we can see it, and also show you some more of the features and what it has in our philosophy with it here. Doesn't ride too bad, really. Now, some of my peers called it an S10 dump truck, and because it's only a 3500, and right now we don't have anybody with CDL, so we're trying to run under the CDL thing and all that stuff, and that's really challenging. And yeah, I know there's GVRWs and GVWs and all this stuff, whatever. Oh, 2 gas tanks. I literally have hardly looked at this truck, for the record, by the way. So but things that are important to us, we had to have more tool storage. We're going to get some underbody boxes there, which might be a little challenging with that fuel thing there. That kind of sucks. I didn't know we had 2 gas tanks in this truck. That's lame, but whatever. Okay, so backpack toolbox, the overhead thing for like a wheelbarrow, although fortunately we never use these things. Buyers, so, you know, kind of an economy model, if you will. But backpack toolboxes, we need to put a lot of tools. I like that that's already included. That's nice. That's cool. And all that. But we want to be able to put a ton of tools in here. So this is replacing Mr. Bo's blue F350. Let's see, that goes like that. So we got room back here for maybe some Milwaukee pack out things, but mostly it's going to be first aid kits and that kind of stuff back there. So very simple. Chevy does not do a extended cab or crew cab chassis until you go to 4500 model, which then is the big style truck, and we didn't want to do that. The dump body here, and let's see here. So we'll go ahead and just release that thing. I guess that's going to let us dump the box here. There's it's one of the guys coming in. So this thing will dump now. Oh, whoops. No, it's in there hard because of that, but there we go. We got a dump body there. And then we did fold down sides. There's still a lot of paint on that, makes that pretty stiff. Okay, so anyways, that drops down, and so what that does, that allows us to side load and not always have to load from the back or fold the gate down, because this gate will fold down from the top and tailgate down that way. So the fold down was a must for us. There's a couple different configurations here of how this works and does or does not pinch and all that stuff. You know, whatever, I don't know. One thing too I need to get on it is a tarp kit, so we'll bolt a tarp kit to this thing. But we wanted the big bulkhead on there to put you know, more stuff up top if we needed to, or whatever. Same thing for this side down here too. Like something. So yeah, we'll need to get some silicone spray on them. But we got LEDs all through it. And again, like I said, I want to get, I mean, I'll put a freaking toolbox there if I can. And I want to put another big toolbox here. And in the future too, I'm gonna have a large like closet box here. Unless we start pushing into like the 4500s, make everybody get their CDLs. Because the 1 ton is limited, man. So, but for now, it's a nice setup. So, good looking truck. It's gonna be a nice rig. So, happy with it. Really excited to get it into the fleet. What's up, my guy? So, we got a control in here. You can take it out of the cab. You're up, down. Levi, go ahead and hit the up button there. Let's go ahead and dump this thing out. Take it all the way up. Travis getting in there. Take it all the way up, Levi. Huh? Yep. All right, keep it there. So there it is, fully dumped.
Meow.
With the gate swinging open there, and your tailgating chain should you want a tailgate material. Oh, gross. You can see through. Oh, I don't like that. That's lame. You can see light through there, so that means like 8s and 9s and stuff like that are going to spill through there. I don't think that's an issue on the fold down on our big truck there, but I might be mistaken on that. Mr. Bo's been working on getting his truck swapped over here, and I want to show you in the boxes. We've got slowly working our way through inventory here and getting what we need or have to have in here. In here we got hooks, we got jumper cables and stuff will go in there. Should have showed you the old boxes maybe, but this is the issue we're gonna run into, right? If we don't get this thing outfitted properly with the right boxes for tools and all that stuff, we're gonna end up having to always load and load out of the bed, and that's a killer. That's not something we want to be doing. Got our hitch in, hitching, yeah. And that's laid out in there. So what we're also experimenting with here is we got some brackets where we've mounted looked at mounting other boxes on other trucks. And so we're gonna put a long box here, and then on the far side, we're gonna custom make a cage, if you will, to lay shovels and long tools in that will extend kind of over the wheel well here. And you know, so shovels can go up in there. So we're gonna get that built. Our friends at Midnight Steel will be doing that, but working on finding a home for all this kind of stuff. Mr. Keith actually cleaned out his F-250. That stuff's all going back in there. And this stuff still was on the F-350, which we got a long way. Oh my, Levi, okay. Thanks, man, holy cow. That's extra service I wasn't expecting. Sweet. I wasn't expecting the tracks getting cleaned in the building, but yeah, that'll work. Okay, sweet. Travis been going through his truck here and getting this thing kind of straightened up and organized. It's crazy how much stuff builds up in here over a season or time or a biannual clean out. So yeah, so anyways, that's all the truck outfitting going on there. Hey Addison, would you grab, what are you doing? What'd you put on my back? Besides this? But so we got to find a home for most of this stuff, so far as I know, still on the truck. But we're experimenting with the ideas of some boxes up there, carving a step pocket into this thing, which I really like the idea. So when that folds down, you'll have a built-in step to get up on the truck. So really trying to get this truck figured out before we order a couple more. And so we know what we've got to put into the next one, and seeing what we can order factory. So we don't have to customize on the back end, so just truck shows up, plug and play, ready to roll as we need it. So But it went out today on its first for hire call, so that's cool. And yeah, it's going good. Okay. So we've got, as opposed to my Chevy, we do have a tow mode here, which is cool. Your track control, which is a joke. Then there's, apparently this will do steering. This will help keep you between the lines too, Bo. With the steering button, which I turn it off because I freaking hate it. I don't like that feeling of not having control of my steering wheel. It feels really weird. Auxiliary switches, again, this is all like the standard package. Oops, I didn't mean to turn all that on, doesn't do anything, but someday we'll get strobes and whatever hooked onto that, but people will put like salt spreaders on that.
Is there anything on the top? I didn't even look.
This truck has, my truck didn't even come with this, so at this point it's got good looking cab lights up there, and oh, those are still on. Yeah, which is weird, it's out of the, I wonder why it's just out of the driver's side one. It's interesting. No, it's not on. Yeah, so I don't know what that's about. That's it, and that's specifically what those are for, because those are 4 little LEDs right there.
What button did you hit for that?
That little spotlight button there on the. Yeah, so that's off now. Now they're both on.
So you can turn just one on?
Yeah, now the passenger's on somehow. Off. All of them are off. All are on. Just yours. And you got the fake scoop, the fake induction hood there, cowl or whatever they call that.
It's now.
So you look super cool at least. Foot shake gas pedal on it and all that. But that's the truck, folks. That's it. A lot of mods to come on it yet here. One thing I didn't know and expect was that these. Are you hunting my phone, lady? That we have dual fuel tanks in this thing, which I don't love. But that's how they had to break it down. So this is going to interfere with us putting another box here, which this is actually only a little, 8 or actually a 16-inch length of pipe, so we could actually shorten that or whatever, and then move this thing on down, and so we can get another box in here, because we've got to have the boxes. Got to have it. So, all right, I think that's it for the truck. Here we go.